What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, world? I am King here in the building with another episode. All right, another episode. And as you know, all right, this is Paternity Court Review and Insight. This is another video. We're going to go through another episode. Like I said, quick story. I happened to come across one of the episodes, and man, I looked at one episode and I'm literally close to 100 episodes in. All right, so this is about looking at the entire paternity court case, breaking it down, giving an insight, and at the same time, educating the masses. All right. And once again, to solidify and prove my point that people are polygamous by nature. All right. But because they feel they have a need to keep secrets and hide, opposed to just being themselves, then people end up getting hurt. All right. So let's get into this. Let's go into another court case. Before we proceed, you already know.
Fair use. Fair use.
Let's do this. All right, I gotta share. Actually, I gotta share the screen. Share the screen, and let's get into another episode of Paternity Court. Let's do this. I think here we go.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a case of Moore versus Nelson Wright.
Thank you,
You're
Jerome.
welcome.
Good day, everyone. Ms. Moore, you claim that you've lived your entire life asking the question, who is my dad?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say that during your childhood, your mother, Ms. Nelson, told you she had no idea.
Yes.
After years of heartache, you've located one potential father whom you've asked to be tested by the court today.
Yes.
All right, let's stop here, right? She's 21 and her mother literally admitted that she don't know who the father is. So right there, it goes to show you that the mother was with at least two or more other partners. All right, she was promiscuous. Validating my point again, people are polygamous by nature. All right, that's just what it is. But sometimes the only proof that comes out is a baby. You can't hide it when the baby come out. You gotta somehow tell the truth, right? I'm just saying.
Ms. Nelson, you acknowledge that you do not know who your daughter's father is, but say you've already tested 3 other men.
Okay, 3 other men. Now, some people may say, you know what? She's a hoe, but I'm not gonna judge her. All right? People have the free will to do as they should. All right? And that's her life. And if she chooses to sleep or be with more than one man, 2, 3, 10 men, that's her prerogative, right? That's her prerogative. Once again, it's society that's putting the stigmas on how people want to live their lives. All right? She have every right to do that. All I'm just saying is, hey, protect yourself, be safe, because there's a lot of diseases out there. You know what I'm saying? But do you? You know what I mean? If that's in your nature and you want to explore, by all means, do your thing, man. Do your thing. And that's what I'm pointing out right there. You feel me? So far, she tested 3 people. Some people, I haven't looked at the comments, but some people may be in the comments, oh, well, she's a hoe, or she's this. No, I ain't looking at it like that. I'm just looking at that like that's just a part of life. All right? That's in people's nature. Even with people who are actually in monogamous relationships, the temptations is always there, but they try to fight it because they make a commitment. But when you do look at the statistics of people breaking up in relationships, you would see the disparity between people staying together, all right, and people who are not. A lot of people are getting divorced and breaking up because people are cheating, man. That's just what it is, man. A lot of you may or may not agree, and that's fine. This is just my perspective and my insight on that.
Now, according to your statement, those men proved not to be your daughter's father, and therefore, Mr. Wright, the man waiting outside of the courtroom today, is your last hope.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Williams, You're
But that's
here
not right,
for
because
support.
I have told her that that was the last ditch effort, because I have told her that I had 3 others tested and we had a swab test done. And Greg Wright was the last ditch effort, because I was saving her because I did not want her.
So it's not the last hope, but it is the last ditch effort.
That's the last one. That's the last one that I have. That's the last one at all that I have for her.
You never did give me the name.
I gave you the name.
No, you
did not. 19 years old, I gave you it.
No, you did
Yes,
not.
I have.
You only gave me Greg Wright's name.
No, that was the last one that I gave you.
No.
Okay.
That's the only name.
Ladies, let's have some order in the court. I just want to make sure we understand everyone's position, and I will take testimony and try to understand both of your positions. Now, Mr. Williams, you're here for moral support for Ms. Nelson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now, Ms. Moore, we're going to reveal the test results, of course, today. But first, I want to understand more about your childhood, because you're saying that your entire life, it was told to you by your mother that she just had no idea who your father was.
Well, Your Honor, during my childhood growing up, it was rough. You know, we've changed. We've never had a stable place. You know, I had changed schools like 5 to 6 different times. I couldn't have friends because I would have to take my mom's responsibility and like help raise the kids.
No, that's not right.
Yes, that is
No,
right.
it's not.
Yes, I did. Who took them on walks?
You're the one that wanted to take them on walks.
No,
And I only asked you out of kindness.
No,
Yes.
no, because if I had plans with my friends,
Ladies, I need you to talk one at a time. Now, Ms. Moore, I am hearing your account, and Ms. Nelson, I promise I am going to get to yours and listen to yours as well.
Okay, so right now, okay, we're looking at a mother and a daughter going at it. All right. The daughter is hurt, in my opinion, because she don't know who her father is. And her mother have literally taken her on this roller coaster of emotions, finding who her father is. And every time there's hope that the next man might be, then he's not. So that's really that emotion that's really screaming out. All right. And I want people to know that everybody end up in bad situations sometimes where you're not able to, live a life that you want to live. People are struggling. So now let's look at it from the mother's perspective. Who knows? Unless you walk in somebody's shoes, never judge them. Who knows what this woman was going through that she couldn't, be able to raise the child the way she wanted to raise the child. Granted, there wasn't a father in the home. You feel what I'm saying? We never know, man. So all I'm just saying, we gotta try to be a little more understanding when it comes to people's pains. Because sometimes we gotta stop judging people when we don't know. We don't know their stories. All right. People have rough lives, man. Real, for real, for real.
Ms. Moore, please proceed about the way you saw your childhood.
the way I saw my childhood, it was rough. We moved house to house with all of her different boyfriends. We never had a stable place. I went to school and saw my friends talk about their dads and everything. I'm thinking, I don't know who my dad is, and why is my mom keeping it from me if she is keeping it from me? Why wouldn't she tell me until I turned 18? But while I was going to school, not only trying to get my homework done, I had to help take care of my siblings. It's not my right. It wasn't my right to take care of them. Because
You wanted to take them on
No,
walks. You wanted
no.
to give them a bath.
No, you
The
told
only
me
time
to.
I
You
asked
told me
you as
to.
being
No.
a sister to them.
I was
changing their diapers.
I was
When
being
I
a little
saw
more than a
cooking
sister
with
to
Ms.
them.
Moore,
That's the only time.
It's your contention that life without a father proved to be extremely difficult for you.
Yeah.
My
You
son
moved
was without
around.
a father, and I did fine.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing, right? The mother is saying, oh, well, I didn't ask you to do this for your brothers and sisters. That's what an older brother or a sister is going to do. So right there, the mother is showing how ungrateful she is. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why, even if you're going to be sleeping around, man, wear protection. Wear protection, because if you're not ready for children, and the judge always says this, right? All it takes is one night. And people are having, you want to be promiscuous, do your thing. But wear protection. Okay, wear protection. And another thing, ladies, okay, if the man don't want to wear protection and you say, okay, well, you want to have sex and you want to go raw dog, if if you don't care about diseases, then at least take some type of birth control so you don't bring babies into a toxic or a chaotic situation. If you want to have fun, do you, okay? If you want to risk the chance of catching some type of STD, I'm not saying that you should, but hey, that's your prerogative. All I'm just saying is, in the midst of all that, okay, we have to look at what's are the possibilities of bringing a child into a situation. And that's what's happening right there. Yes, she was having a good time, but she wasn't thinking. Okay, so now she have all her children, and she's saying, well, even if, well, you know what, the other children, father wasn't in their lives. Well, miss, at some point, you got to realize, well, I'm doing something, I'm saying that, hey, my children are growing up without fathers, and people think that's okay. That whole, it's okay to be a single mother thing. No, it's not. It's not, because you have to bring that balance. That's what it's all about. You have to bring that balance. And children need both their parents, even if you are not together. All right. You have to learn to be cordial to raise your children. So on the mother's part, she could have been a little more responsible. All right. That's all I'm just saying. You want to have some fun? Protect yourself. That's it.
Ms. Nelson, you're saying that you also grew up
I
without a
grew up
father.
not knowing my parents. I vaguely, at 8 years old, knew my mom, just vaguely. And I don't know who my father is. Yes, it has been hard, but I learned to deal with it.
So you're acknowledging that it was very difficult for you not having your father. So you can understand how your daughter would feel.
I do
as
understand,
well.
but she thinks that I kept it from her. I didn't keep it from her. She came out to me at 9 or 10, somewhere around there. That she came to me, it was too young because I
wasn't too young, because if I was too young, I wouldn't have been asking you who my dad was in the first
You
place.
come to me to ask me that because she came to me when she was young because I did not want to say anything to her about it because
Why
I'm
would
I
you
did not want her to get hurt because I was in this.
How would I get hurt?
Ms.
I
Nelson,
did not
let
want
me
to
ask
hurt
you
her.
this, and I want to ask you this as respectfully as possible. Was there ever any doubt as to who her father was? Did you know who it was?
No, I did not know who it was. I did not find out until I was 5 months pregnant. I did not have no symptoms, nothing. I had all the other ones tested. They came back negative. The only last one there was, she told me, says, well, do you know anybody else? And I was thinking, like, okay, since I had a bad childhood, I tend to forget things. And plus, I was 17, but I knew the name. I knew exactly.
Okay, so she was 17. All right. And she had already tested 3-4 men. And like I said, that's cool if that's what you want to do. But now, are you being promiscuous because that's part of your nature, or because you grew up, in a home in a dysfunctional home, and that was just ways that you sleeping with men to feel some type of appreciation because your father wasn't around? I mean, people do things for different reasons. Even the mother said she grew up without knowing her father. Now, some people may say, well, you know what? Seeing that you grew up without your father, you should have made sure you broke the cycle and make sure that your child or your children grew up with a father or knew who their father was. Yes, it's easier said than done. But when you're damaged and you don't have access, okay, to heal yourself, hurt people, and sometimes hurt people hurt themselves. You feel me? So I'm not making excuses for the woman. I'm just, again, trying to see the woman's position, all right? See her life from where she came from. And sometimes people don't place a high esteem or value on themselves because of their life experience. If all your life you felt or you were taught, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't nothing, man, it's going to be kind of tough to make this conscious decisions as to, well, you know what, I got to love myself enough to know that I should not just go sleeping around without condoms. all right? Or for other reasons because my daddy wasn't there. So now I gotta be with this man, that man, that man, that man to find out what true love from a man feels like. So once again, man, it's important that fathers are in their children's lives. All right. But if you're gonna be again put yourself in a position where you're gonna sleep around, if the man don't want to wear a condom, then you should be on birth control. All right. So you don't bring children into those type of situations. Okay. That's just my thought on that.
Back of where he lived, I knew when I was 5 months pregnant because after I done split with him, he said he was going to be in jail. So why would I want to go back and contact him anyways because he's in jail?
So there was more than one man during that time, and because you were young and you just weren't being responsible, you just said, well, since this one guy doesn't look like he's going to prove to be a stand-up kind of guy, I'll just tell my daughter I don't know who her father is.
I told Nikki that there was multiple guys. I had them all tested, and I told her that I was promiscuous, but I'm not very happy to being with that. And I thought she understood.
You explained to her that I regret that.
Yes, that I regret that, yes. And I'm not really happy about it.
Okay, so my question would be, well, why do you regret that? Do you regret it because society taught you that being promiscuous is a bad thing? Do you regret it because you felt in your own heart that that wasn't part of your nature, but you did it? You know what I'm saying? So or do you regret it because you got pregnant and you don't know who the father of the child was? Those are questions, to me, legitimate questions. All right? Because you were just being you. You were being. All right? And to be in is to be in nature. So you were just living your natural self. At that time, it was perfectly fine. You feel me? But again, like I said, this is just my breakdown and insight on all that. All right, before we proceed, let me just again.
Fair use. Fair use.
And I even cried to her.
Ms. Moore, can you see from what your mother's saying right now that she did her best to be honest with you? She said, I was promiscuous.
It wasn't enough for me it wasn't enough answers. Yeah, she might have been young, but you could at least kept track of who you were sleeping with.
You can.
If
you manage a team, you should be using Monday.com. It's a platform to manage any team and any project. Marketing campaigns, class.
Yes, right. The daughter said, okay, you know what? Well, you could have kept track of who you slept with. But yes, I mean, apparently she did because she tested the guys. You know what I mean? Because you keeping track of the dudes, it doesn't mean that they're going to be around. But so, I get where the daughter is coming from. The daughter is hurt. I get that. All right. But at the same time, obviously the mother was keeping track because she already tested 3 men and there's another one waiting outside the court. So she was keeping track. All right. She just slept with a lot of men. That's all.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. You're here in Paternity Court today because she wants to know. She needs to know.
Oh, well, she doesn't need to tell me
to know.
that I was keeping it from her. If I knew from a shadow of a doubt that he was dead, that the father, I would have told him. I would have brought him to jail.
Why was you afraid that I was going to get hurt?
Well, what if he wasn't the father? Or because he's not giving you the money.
So, Ms.
It's
Moore,
not all about the money.
Ms.
I
Moore,
have someone else that helps to support me because I know how to support for my mother.
I do have to know. No.
Ms. Moore, you got to watch your language in this court. I know this is emotional for you. I know. I see it all over your face.
This hurts me. I know my mom's not there for me, and I've been searching for him. I've looked on the internet and everything. I've dropped out of school. My mom said it was okay, and I just want someone there. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. You said you were homeschooled. You said you were homeschooled.
Ladies, I can't can't understand you when you're both speaking at the same time. Ms. Moore, you looked for your father on the internet.
Yes. She gave me the name of Greg Wright. So, I looked it up. I looked up on the internet, and she said the last
So you don't on the internet looking for Greg Wright?
Yes, and phone books. And then, one day, me and my husband went by his relative's house, and it was Greg's ex-wife. We were like, hold on, okay, can we get a picture and a number? So she gave us the picture, and me and my husband looked at it, and he's like, that has to be your dad. You guys look too much alike in the face,
Do you call him?
Yes, I called him.
Yeah.
We met up that same day after I called him. He followed me to my my place. We talked.
You were out with friends when you found out.
He even thought it sounded right.
And he's the man that's here in court today.
Yes.
All right, let's hear from him.
Why does he need a piece of paper to saying who's the father? Don't need a piece of paper to saying he could step up to the plate.
Yes, I do. I need that piece of paper saying that he is my dad for health conditions. I have 2 kids I raised, Mom.
I have kids
they might
myself.
have asthma that I don't know about that my dad could have. They might have some issues. I want someone there to support me and help me when I need help.
You have not.
Well, again, man, this is those. And another reason why, like I said, I'm doing that, man, is to just open up people's minds to see things from a different perspective, right? Because here you got a young girl, she's hurt. That's the pain speaking. That's the pain speaking. And hopefully, what she's been through and what her mother has been through, it's the continuation of that same cycle. And hopefully she could break that with her children. All right. It seems like she's on the right track because she got a husband, she got 2 children. So hopefully, she's on a better track, okay, in regards to, having more of a stable life. All right. That's what I could say for now.
Fair use.
Mr. Williams, I'm going to ask that you take a seat, please. Thank you so much for your help in this matter. And hello, sir. Thank you for joining us. You may be seated, of course. Please state your name for the record.
Gregory Todd Wright.
Mr. Wright, we've been talking to Ms. Moore, who's your potential daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
She told us about how she found you. Do you believe there's a good possibility that Ms. Moore could be your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
You do. Please
ma'am.
tell the court why.
When she called me, the first thing she stated was, "Please don't hang up." And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, okay, is this a telemarketer or something? And she come across, she said, "Do you know Michelle Klinger?" I said, "I dated her when we were in high school."
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Well, that's my mom. And here recently, she told me that there's a good chance you're my father." And yeah, I was shocked.
Okay, so let me see here, right? Even when he was talking, that's like literally the first time I seen this young lady smile. You know what I mean? The first time I seen her smile was when that man was talking. So I hope that that's her father, to bring some closure to, looking for that father she never had, but then open up a new chapter, in her life where she could have more joy. You know what I'm saying? But so far maybe it's the position, but I really can't see a resemblance, honestly. All right. He has more of a tan, or a little, he has more color in him. The nose don't look the same to me, but let's see.
Because I got told when I had a lower hernia surgery that I couldn't have kids.
Mm.
And as the years went by, me and my fiance, she got pregnant.
So you began to establish a relationship with Ms. Moore.
Yes, we talked, and I got to meet her oldest son. And we were sitting there looking at her and thinking, well, wait a minute, she looks just like you, son. And so
I could see a little resemblance there, slightly. That's a tough one though. The eyes, nah, I don't see the resemblance in the eyes. Maybe because he's smiling, the lips don't look the same. I'm looking at the ears. Nah. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit in the nose. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't see the resemblance. I don't. Let me know what y'all think in the comment.
We got to talking, and I've grown attached to her and her kids. And I would do anything to help her, give her whatever she needs if I can afford to do it.
No, I'm not helping him with that.
Yeah, he's helping more than he helps me.
Because last time you
what is
told
your
me
issue with
that
this?
you asked him for money and he couldn't give it to you because his girlfriend or fiance, whatever, would not because she did not like you.
No.
Oh, yes.
He said he didn't have the money.
Okay. Why is it that you have an issue with this relationship that your daughter has formed with Mr. Wright? If he is, in
I
fact,
don't
a
have
person,
an issue. I don't have a problem. She wants every time that I don't have money or somebody does not have money, that's what she wants.
No, I just need.
And I'm there.
I turn to him
She calls me every time she has a
because I
problem with her husband. She
depend on
calls
you to
me.
help me.
Okay, Ms. Nelson, so I'm trying to understand your point. You're saying that your daughter will call you and need things, and if you're not able to provide it, you feel like that's why she's creating this relationship with Mr. Wright? And so he can give her
She
things?
wants somebody to be there to lean on, to cry on, and I understand that, but I can't be there because I live 3-4 hours away from her, and I don't have
I
that.
tried helping you. Me and my husband spent over almost $200. I was offering to help you pay.
And we offered you to stay because you called me twice.
While it is obvious that you two have a lot of issues, you are here in this court to talk about and deal with one issue, and that's whether Mr. Wright is in fact Ms. Moore's father.
All right, so let's look at that again here. Even before we get into, again, looking at the resemblance, you see, do you see the chaos, all right, between the mother and daughter? There is a lot of hurt there. And I'm going to say again, if you want to be promiscuous, whether you may be a man or a woman, man, do you. But make sure you protect yourself. Protect yourself. And for the women, all right, hey, be on birth control, because especially when you're having sex with a man you just met, you don't know, there's a possibility you might get pregnant, and there's a great chance that the man may not be around, right? So to avoid these situations, the older folks always say, hey, a stitch in time saves 9, right? So all I'm just saying, be precautious, all right? Take the necessary steps to avoid this type of situations. Just look at what's happening between the mother and the daughter. It's a lot of anger there. And it could be for a lot of reasons, all right? Financial reasons. The daughter feel like, hey, I don't have anybody to help me out because the mother keeps saying, well, she keeps talking about money, all right? And she's asserting that, well, no, it's not about the money. It's about, I want to know who my father is. Now, it could be all of the above, right? But let's go back to the resemblance again. I am starting to see a little bit of, regardless of him having a more of a tan, I'm starting to see a little bit of them looking alike in the cheek area. All right, in the cheek area. The bridge of the nose, I'm starting to see a little something. Okay? But the lips now. All right? Let's see what's up.
I hope he is, because he's the only really family I have.
Oh, thanks. That's nice. I've been there a lot. I've been there from 18. When you're 18 years old, 19 years, Nikki.
No,
you have a rub over your head.
Okay, ladies, I'm trying to understand you, but I cannot understand you when you're yelling so loud. I can't understand your point.
I love her, and I give her the best.
We can tell you love her. You've got to understand that she has told me told everyone in this room.
And then I don't want to make everybody think that I'm a hoe or a slut, whatever.
All right, mama. Okay, so here's the thing, right? The mother is feeling the guilt of what people are imposing, all right, because of her behavior, right? But yes, I'm not saying she may or may not love her daughter. I'm certainly sure she do. But I think also the mother is feeling some type of guilt or she's displaying anger because her own father wasn't there. You feel me? So in her mind, she's thinking, well, if my father wasn't there, why are you mad your father wasn't there? I dealt with it, so why can't you deal with it? Instead of seeing it from her daughter's perspective. So that's why, and that's another reason why I think the mother is so upset. And once again, the mother is hurt. The mother is hurt. So all she knows is hurt. So if her daughter is hurt, she feels like that's natural. And to me, that's a problem.
I was young, I was 17, living my life, being a kid, being a normal teenager.
Let me explain something to you. The only issue I'm here to judge and to help you figure out is whether this man is your child's father. Your past is your past. Just like hers is hers, his is his, and mine is sure enough mine. Everybody's got a past. You've been, I'm sure, the best mother you knew how to be. You've told me a little bit about your past, and I understand that. There's a saying that says, if you knew better, you'd do better. So you did what you knew to do. But please take a moment and understand. And you've admitted that you didn't have a father in your life. What I believe your daughter is saying is that, Mom, you did give me what you could give me. But there was the love of a father that I always felt like I was missing. And that's why determining whether or not this man is my father is so very important to me. That's why it's this important to her. She needs you to help her fix it. And you're here today to do that. The important thing to this court in this moment is that you are here for her now, and you were here for her to provide this name.
So here's the thing, right? And the judge is absolutely correct, all right, in her assessment. But here's another spin to that, all right? It's not that the mother don't want to be there for the daughter. It could also be a thing deep within her, okay, some form of maybe jealousy, envy, all right, that I didn't have my father. So therefore, if I didn't have my father, you sure damn ain't going to know who your father is, all right? So I don't care who come in the picture, as long as he's not your father, then we always have something in common. That could also be another possibility. Once again, this is just the breakdown and the insight. I'm not saying that that's what the mother or that's where the mother is coming from, but I'm just looking at it from different perspective because I'm literally trying to read, you know, just the way she's coming off. All right. And she's kind of like saying, well, you know, hey, I hear you, daughter, but I didn't have a father. So I know you're searching for yours, but I want us to be experiencing or feeling the same pain. All right. Because I was there for you in my pain. So why can't you understand my pain? So the mother is screaming out because she was hurt, man. She was hurt. And like I said, hurt people hurt people. And the only way to heal yourself or to heal others or to even forgive others is to forgive yourself. The mother hadn't forgiven herself. All right. Yes, she may love her daughter, but I think she needs to start loving herself more. All right. And that's what I feel or I think.
That's it. Mr. Wright, I just need to understand. We're going to go to the results. What are you hoping for today? Are you hoping that Miss Moore is your?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, I am. I will say this. I know Michelle. I've known her since we were kids. And I know what she went through. My mom lived a block and a half from her. Michelle has always been a good person. She always tries to help other people. And I respect her for that. I respect her even more because she gave Nicole my name to try to clear something up for her. I mean, I don't know this guy here from Adam or Apple, Walter, is that your
I
name?
knew exactly what street
Okay.
he lived on, but I did not know exactly the house, which house.
Michelle?
Because after several
What you're
years-
saying
You did
is,
know
what
the
you're
house
saying,
because you went to my cousin
I know,
Ronnie's house, and I
but
lived
Mr. Wright,
right beside
Mr. Wright, the bottom line is that you respect and appreciate that she provided this name for your potential daughter, Ms. Moore. Now, with that said, I've heard enough, and I want to hear the results, and I know you do as well. Jerome, the envelope, please. Thank you.
It's tough to quit smoking cold turkey, so Chantix can help you quit.
Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings.
Fair use.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. In the case of Moore versus Nelson Wright, Ms. Moore, Mr. Wright,
What y'all think? Do you think he's the father? Well, hey, go ahead and put your comment in the description and below the video, and let's see if you get it right. Like I said, right now to me it's 50-50. All right, just for her sake, man, I hope she could find some closure, and that's her father, and she could start a new chapter in her life. If it's not, I could tell she's gonna be crushed. But it looked like the guy might say, hey, you know what? I don't mind being there. I'll still be in your life, because he seemed like a decent guy. So hey, it happened already, so I guess I can't say let's wish her the best, right? Let's see what it is.
is not your biological father.
Wow. 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 Mm. Mm. That's messed up.
I'm poor. I think you, oh, that's the last one I have. That is it.
Hey, Nikki, you remember what we stated a while back? No matter what the test results show, if you want me to be your dad, I'm more than happy to be.
Ms. Nelson, I really appreciate seeing what you just did for your daughter, because it's been a tough day for you both.
Yes, I do care for a lot for my daughter, and I don't know any other thing because that is it. That is it.
The court will do its best to give you all resources to try to help repair the hurt, and also to bring you back together
And
as
it's not
mother
saying
and
that
daughter.
I don't love her, because I do, and I do care about her, and I
We-
try to be there, and I do.
Ms.
because
Nelson,
that's
it is obvious that you love your daughter, and your daughter loves you, and she needs you now. Please be there for her and help her. I wish you both the best of luck. Court is adjourned.
Wow.
We say all the time, if you take the DNA to make the father, but love makes the daddy. You have that.
Do you love him?
Well, you know what? I commend the gentleman for that, man. You know what I mean? Because that was a tough one right there. You know, and yes, I know I could tell the mother loved her daughter, you know what I'm saying? But she loved her daughter the best way that she knew how to love. You feel me? And it just is what it is, man. Some people had a rough life, you know? And look at all these men that she went through. And she said, listen, this is the last one. I don't know. Maybe she was on drugs. I don't know what kind of life the woman had. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I wish the young lady all the best, and I hope that she breaks the cycle with her children and her husband, and that the man continue to be, you know, at least a daddy figure in her life. You know what I mean? This was another episode of, you know, the Paternity Court, the breakdown and insight. Man, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? hit the bell because we're gonna be having a lot of fun. Like I said, it's edutainment. You guys, hopefully, I'm gonna teach you guys a few things because I've been looking at these court shows and I'm like, nah, people perish for the lack of knowledge. And there's a lot of information that I know I want to bring to the people. You feel me? So thank you. Thank you for being a part of another episode. And great job, Judge, Lake. Great job. Great job. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.